What you're trying to say is that you fell here from another world? But when you wanted to leave and go on to the next world...
Hello, hello, yeah. Welcome to the stream. We're back for another Genshin Wednesday, and today, let's see what we're gonna do. Alright, let's see. So, little Nahida, what can we do for you today? Can we do this? Oh, we can just go hunt some fungi. What about anything else like this? Oh no, we can't do that. Wonder if I should just do hero wits. Who else are we trying to build on this account? Nilau. Because we don't have a lot of Mora. That's Friday, Tuesday. Tignari needs to be built. Because so many characters to build. What they... Oh, so he just needs those.
Huh?
I don't know if I'm in a rush to build him though. I'd rather build Nilau first. Let's see what you need. Praxis is today. But we need some hero wits to level her up. And what day is this? Oh yeah, we already checked Friday, so we will do something. What that something is, I don't know. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, so what are we doing? Yeah, today I do have my son with me. He's not feeling well, so he's been really good and quiet in front of the TV while we do this. So, let us go and perhaps... Yeah, let's do something with Nilau. I should probably level her up. Oh, okay, we're going to do this. We need these. Oh, hey Robbie, good morning, mate. How are you doing? Let's go and get those dendro hypostasis drops. How is it going? Sorry, I'm a bit late today. My son's a little bit sick, so he's here with me. I kept him home from school. I've got an NA account now, Robbie. I made it on my NA account. Made an NA account on my main account, an NA user, sorry, on my main account. Thank you very much for the compliment. But yeah, I'm gonna just keep because when I started doing it, right, I thought I'll cut out the gameplay and just have the cutscenes. But then I thought, after the first bit, you know, when you run to the mountain and you see Mondstadt up to the cliff, and I thought, well, actually, let's have the gameplay as well, right? Because it's part of the quest. You don't just hear the story stuff when you're playing, you do the gameplay. So that was my thinking. Yeah, I might do, but what my workflow I think is going to be is basically in the later afternoon, sort of when you're probably either at work or sleeping in the daytime, I'm going to be on the NA account just to take footage, like, because that's at the time I have my son in the afternoon, and it's quite easy to pause the recording in OBS. But I did make a few cuts because I didn't know how I was going to do it, if I was going to do it in one long video or pause it, or so I made like three videos. Like the first were 2 small ones and I cut them together, tied them together in editing, and then the last portion was basically just from when you go to the first statue of the Seven until the end of that. And I got to AR10 on that account yesterday as well, like, obviously not recording, so I can actually continue it today. So this is my plan, every kind of few days try and get a new chapter in the Archon quest done there. I'm not sure how feasible that is, because obviously I have to level up the AR, and then I'll have to level up characters to be strong and all of that. Unfortunately, I didn't get any of early 5-star on the free wishes, the 20 beginner wishes, discount wishes. I did get a razor though in a Zhangling, which I wasn't too upset about. But I reckon I can probably clear all the like Archon quest stuff and the stuff I need to just with the free characters that they give us. We'll see if it becomes a chore or not. But that's going to be a totally free-to-play account as well. But I don't know if I'm going to continue with it after I've done the Archon Quest series. We'll see, like, how invested I've become, if I've become invested in the account or not. Because it might just be that I just, you know, like, don't really care about it. But then it might get added to my stream, you know, like as well, doing 3 accounts daily grind on the stream. It might do. I have to see how it goes. Yeah, that would be great, because I might add it to the stream, like I said, for just, you know, for doing the daily stuff, resin, and I haven't unlocked dailies yet, commissions. I used all of my resin yesterday to do like Hero Wits ley lines, and oh my god, it took so long because I couldn't condense resin. And my characters are like level 10 or 20 and it just took ages to burn 160 resin. It was crazy. But we'll see. Like I said, I'm gonna be using it mainly for the Archon quest and hopefully something else. The only thing I'm fearing is because often I have days like this where unexpectedly I have my son, and oh nice, we got 3 drops and a chunk, and it kind of means, not bad, kind of means I'm a bit, like, I might be a bit pressed for time, do you know what I mean? Because on my main account, I still haven't finished the Archon quest. I got stuck by the Nilau quest. I hadn't started the Nilau quest, but because I'd accepted it, it got to a stage in the Archon quest where I couldn't continue. So then I went and did the Nilau quest up to a certain point, which then allows the Archon quest to continue. And so I'm at that point in the Archon quest, which is unfortunate. But that sort of thing I would like to be doing on stream. You know, a lot on my main account, I want to stream all of the questing and stuff I do, everything I do. So adding another account like that becomes like this one, where I'm doing mainly resin burn and dailies, I might not have enough time to do it, basically. That's what I'm thinking. Ah, yeah, by that time I'd already unlocked it. I thought you meant not to start it. Yeah, I'd already unlocked it by then. I think I unlocked it when she first dropped. But yeah, I mean, it's done anyway. up to the point where hopefully I won't have to continue with it later in the Archon quest, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I did the Nilo story quest offline, but I got up to that point on, I think I was on stream one of the days you went on, maybe, I can't remember which day it was. Anyway.
I see everything. Oh, it's revealed that.
But yeah, it should get a bit better, the videos, once I
Time to act.
now I've got a plan. I'm going to be recording the gameplay, and I'm aware of that's what the way I'm doing it. It shouldn't be so jump cutty like that first video is at the beginning. One more. And then we'll go and look for the boss. Where's? Oh, here. Okay, we'll do this. I'm not here for these, am I? I automatically go for those when I teleport in here. Yeah, thank you, thank you. It's not too difficult to do, that's the thing. I mean, ultimately I would like to sort of... I think about, doing a series on the factions of Teyvat, so, like one about the Hilichurls, one about the Fatui, etc, etc. I think that would be a good series, but the problem I've got is my son is with me in the afternoon, and so if I'm narrating, even now, even though the TV's on low and he's being really good, he's being quiet, there's still going to be some background noise that gets caught. He might accidentally forget and start talking or singing or something, and like that, then I've got to re-record potentially a whole big chunk, and so that's not really feasible at the moment. It's not practical for me to be doing that. But the doing the Archon Quest series, that's just like playing the game. Do you know what I mean? And where OBS lets you pause recording, I can literally just stop here, say I'm in the middle of the Archon Quest, and hit pause recording, go and deal with whatever he needs, and then come back and start recording, and it's exactly the same place I'd left off. It shouldn't be too jarring to see that sort of minor cut. Not even a cut, just just the idle animation might be somewhere else and the sunset might be somewhere else. But other than that, it should be fine. Okay, yeah, but like you said, it's a start. For me, it's a start. So I'm getting videos made now instead of just like streaming. So another thing I have on my channel is to do with Genshin. And what I was thinking as well in the future, I was thinking when I can start narrating videos, I might go back over each of the Archon Quest videos and do an analysis, right, of the Archon Quests and what we find out and all of that stuff, like this, like in a stream where my little head's up in the corner here, and instead of the game being running here, we're watching that video and I'm talking about like my, what I'm seeing and what, what new things we're understanding, all that kind of stuff. So for that reason, it would be great if I had all of the Archon Quest videos on my channel, because then I can critique the Archon Quest later when I've when my kids next year, he's going to be at school full time. So that gives me the afternoons for which then I can start doing videos where I'm talking.
By royal decree, no, my sword.
Oh, he's going to spit these balls at me. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, hit him. That was a waste. He just didn't hit him at all. Yeah, I think that account I'm just going to generally use for quests as well. I'm trying not to do any story quests on it. Because I was thinking about doing that as well, like anytime I need to do a story quest on that account for the Archon quest, I'll take footage of it and then have like another series, like Genshin Impact story quest series. Like here's Nahida's one, here's blah blah's one, like that, and you don't really need any chronological order for those. And then I was thinking I can also do that with World Quest for that account. It's a bit easier with World Quest because you're not forced to do them. I don't know, are you some of them? I can't remember. I know the Aranara one, obviously you are. Oh yeah. I mean, it'll be around for a while. I'm thinking of what will I do with it afterwards? Will I keep playing it or not? Is, you know, once I've got like the video footage, I suppose I probably would. I probably would go on there to do story quests. You know, like ones that I'm not doing on my main account or on this account. Basically, I could do them on that account just for the footage, just for the sake of getting video footage of it. Yeah, I think that's like a cool plan. Just have like a series for Archon quests, series for World quests, a series for story quests, and God knows, maybe Hangouts. I hate Hangouts though, but I suppose it'd be another thing that I could have to do, that I could do without needing to, you know, like do commentary, write a script, just for until next year when my son is at full-time school. Then I get enough time to make proper videos, and also in that sort of this period of time I'll learn how to do video editing, because I didn't know what the hell I was doing with the software. Just about kind of working things out. Yeah, that's what I thought, right? Because like with I know so like with. Oh, did you? Okay, that's good. Yeah, so with, what was it, story quest, from my memory, I know that like in Azuma you get blocked by Ayaka's story quest. There's probably some others in Leeway and Mondstadt that I've forgotten, I can't remember. And who else is that? I can't remember which world quests block you. But like I said, as I come to those problems, you know, I can then say like stop the video where, say I'm doing the Archon quest and it needs me to do some of the world quest. I can stop the video there, at the location where, you know, I would need to be to then continue it after I do the world quest. Then go and do the world quest, record that as a separate video for world quests, and then come back to where the Archon quest stopped and just, you know, splice it together, cut it together like I did on that first video. So we you know, you can get around it like that and make individual series. That's what I think I'm gonna do. How's the stream for you? It's not lagging, is it? Because I've upped the bitrate quite sizably. I used to stream at 8,000, now we're at 12,000. I mean, it looks alright on my end, as I'm monitoring on. A little bit jerky here or there, but nothing major.
Everyone hold hands! By royal decree! Let me weave you up.
It does look better, okay, great. I can actually up it more, but I'm not sure if it's worth it. But I'm not sure if my old CPU, my old computer can deal with it.
I see everything.
Actually, it shouldn't be a problem because the graphics card is doing the encoding. There's nothing to do with my CPU. You know, these NVIDIA graphics cards have got the encoding chip built onto them. I just did all the dailies like a fool, didn't I? I should have staggered it between boss runs. Let's have a look at Ascension. It's around 12 or 20. Unfortunately, I don't have a 4K monitor, so, and my graphics card couldn't handle 4K anyway, like Genshin. But the resolution that I hit is 1440 on YouTube. But even still, you know, like the bitrate itself can So you can have your resolution set to a higher resolution, but the bitrate can still be too low for that resolution. Now 8,000 was alright. I used to be at 8,500, but it started lagging a bit. That was maxing out my internet connection before we got it changed the other day. So now I can go even further higher, but there's diminishing returns, right? Because once I hit, I don't know what the 1440p bitrate should be, because all the different websites tell me different things. So I figured, well, I'm just going to try it myself, because according to a lot of websites 8,000 was all right for 1440p, but I'm like, well, I don't know, I can just try higher, right, and see how it goes. But yeah, I could set the resolution to 4K and upload, like stream my 1440 in 4K, but the problem with that is it's upscaling, and like YouTube or like already, no, actually it's all right for streaming, it's all right, it's only for videos it re-encodes things. I don't know, I'll see. I mean, it's the first day I'm testing since we got the new internet 2 days ago. I didn't think for the last the last stream yesterday, I didn't think, oh, let me increase the bitrate. But luckily that video uploaded really quick yesterday. Very happy with how fast that uploaded.
No, my sword.
Nowhere to run.
But yeah, I just don't think it would look good if I streamed in 4K and I'm not natively playing in 4K. I think there'll be like too much image quality loss, even with a higher bitrate. I think most people watch in 1080p anyway, but unless, I don't know, because according to like Steam surveys, most people play video games in 1080p still. So I'm guessing most people that watch YouTube are either like 1080 themselves, or they're watching it on like a mobile device, and like it's only like flagship phones that have like 4K screens, isn't it? And my phone's got a weird resolution because it's a long screen. Yeah, I'll see. We'll see. I might test that, like, in a little bit. Yeah, crit damage, double HP. That might be a good off-piece for Nilo. We shall see. I might do it. I'll have to test it. That's the thing. I'll have to do some testing. See how it looks and go from there. I'm not sure that I want to do it in 4K actually, because part of the reason I wanted to get the better internet was because basically I was capping out our upload when I stream. So if anyone else was like, my wife was like doing a video call, my son's watching TV, and he's streaming in 4K, then my stream would become like juddery and laggy. And I suppose if I stream in 4K, then there is, again, won't be enough upload for everyone in the house. I'm gonna watch it back, obviously, like afterwards, to have a look and compare it to yesterday's stream side by side, and we'll see. I've still got quite a bit of bandwidth free. I've got well, I have 12,000 now, and I've got up to 30,000. So there's quite a bit to play with. I've done that before. So let's see what we've got to do. My ping's slightly better as well, I noticed. Actually, as soon as I said that, it's gone up. It's gone up. It was on 19 milliseconds. Now it's gone up to 28, which is I was used to be around 20s and 30s. But I never saw it in the teens before. Alright, Nahida. 15 of those, so I can't be bothered to farm those today, or those. Because I can't really stay on for too long because my son's here. And you know how impossible it is for a toddler to stay quiet for extended periods of time. He's doing a bang-up job already. I don't want to make him like wait too long. I'm just going to go to my main account. Yeah, I think I'm going to continue the Archon quests on my main account on Friday because my mother should have him after he finishes school. So afternoon for me, I'll be on. I might even do 2 streams on Friday. I might do one in the morning when he's at school, just do all this boring daily stuff, and then in the afternoon come on for the Archon quest for a long session. I need to get higher resolution images of the characters as well for those little heads that are at the top and the bottom of the screen, and get some of the newer characters as well. It's such a pain finding all the artwork though, and then resizing it all in Paint 3, because I don't have Photoshop and stuff, so I'm using Paint to crop and like stitch things together. Alright, what are we doing? I guess it's Nahida again on this account. But I mean, if you look at the description on my stream, it says, so what does it say, like AR 58 and 60 daily grind and chatting, and that's what my stream really is, the daily grind. And I count like doing quests for the first time as the grind, maybe not daily, but it's still part of the grind. That's the way I see it. So yeah, it's like the grind. The stream is about the grind, and other things that I'll do off stream videos and stuff. So she's almost 90. That's very good. How's her weapon looking? 75. Can we enhance it? We can get to 76. Very good. Oh, I've got 104 more. Wow, that's a lot. 104 more. Okay. What about this? So these are just down to farming, which is great. But the problem is Mora. Ooh, what do we do? Let's check up BP. What we get? Oh, we get more next level. Alright, that's fine. So, resin. What do we do with the resin today then? Because we don't need to use it on Nahida. Oh, she's capped out here until we get Scaramouche. So, I think Nilal's done. I mean, I want to crown this. But I mean, 104 more and not having any of the other things. I've got those, but I need them for other people. Means that has to wait. Oh wait, have I only got 3 crowns? Oh, you're gonna have to wait Nina, because I want to triple crown this one. She's gonna get triple crown first, then I'll give Nina 1 crown, which we'll get from... I think the next level on the tree gives me a crown. So who needs work here? Kokomi just needs leveling up, don't you? I guess it's gonna be more Ley-Lines, you know? Because I really need more. I've only got 104. Oh, that event. That new event. This. Yeah. This will give me 23, 40, 60, 80, 100k from there. Not that much though. Yeah, right. 104 more. But it's just like I was last year. You remember? It was just the same. I was just broke all the time in this game. As soon as I got more, bang, it was gone. Event details. So this is all unlocked. Fantastic. How long have we got until this? 11 days, right? I don't need to rush that. I'm not sure if I want to do more though, because I can get more from that. And let's just check if we did our weeklies. I don't know if we did Sumeru weeklies. Okay, we did. It's the only weeklies we have done. Nothing else is done. Fine. Right, well, I'm deciding. Let's go and do the dailies, because this is just a bit boring, me doing nothing on stream. You were with me when I did the first two stages, weren't you? One of them was a bit glitchy. The ice one, I think it was. No, I don't need to go in there. But the one before that wasn't too bad. But I've only done those two, so... What is this thing? Oh, sheesh.
Gotcha. Allow me.
Where do you think you're... I'll be back.
No drops. Alright, that's weird. You're being really good, son. Lovely.
I want tea.
You want some tea? Okay.
Yum.
Yeah, stage 2. That was the one I was just the glitchiness. The idea, the concepts were all right. They did seem quite fun. You know, like just a no-brainer kind of event. Yeah, she is. Thank you.
Quietly now.
30k there. That was a non-crit. Oh wait, hyper blooms can't crit, can they? This the no, sorry, blooms can't crit, hyper blooms can. I think that's how it works. Alright, well, is that it? My daily done there. I've still got to finish these underground passages and all that. Gosh. But like I was saying, I want to do everything the first time I do it on this account on stream. And then all the other stuff I can do, you know, like when I'm redoing things, I do it on the other accounts. And the reason I was thinking I might not continue the NA account is once I get to the chasm in the Archon quests, I can then continue on my wife's old account because that's where I am on the Archon quests there. So it depends how much investment of my time it's going to take to get to that point as to whether or not I will continue with the that account. Oh, is it hyper blooms that can't crit? Okay, I thought it was blooms that can't crit. I thought hyper blooms could. Oh, I'll catch this thing. Great. Alright, so... who have I got? I just want to see who I've got left to build. Because on that other account, I've got so many characters I need to do, but here... I haven't got that many that I want to build at the minute. If I had more constellations on her, I'd build her, but... let's see when I'm not building her. If I got one more constellation on her, I'll build her. Elijah's the same. If I had constellations on him, I'd build him, but... not for nothing. Cookie might need some more work. Oh, artifacts need enhancing. She needs constellations. Alright, this needs taking up. I don't want to waste that postural. And she needs elegance. Alright, fine. We won't do... I think we're just going to do more ley lines, unfortunately. After dailies, as boring as it is, I need these things. Really? Okay, well I need 3 more constellations. I want to build her, but you know, like when you build a 4-star and they don't have, I don't know her constellations. All I know is that most 4-stars that don't have constellations are a bit lackluster. And obviously once they hit C6, if they've got decent scalings, they become like a bad 5-star. Some, but not all. And that's for that reason I used to have that rule of only building once I got 4 stars to C6. But then there's like Kujo's like different from that, you know, like Kujo Sara, she actually needs to be C6 to be viable. Or you can play her not C6, but she's so clunky. And I don't mind like you know the Raiden hyper carry team with Sarah. I quite like that team. Just I don't like how my Sarah plays at the moment.
My hammer. The hunter becomes the hunted.
Where's that guy gone? What are you doing down there, bro? No, don't hit the slide. No drops, no drops, no drops. It's good in a way. I don't have anyone to really build. I can, God's sake, which support is it? I can get some resources back before, you know, once I complete Nahida and crown Nilao's E. Hopefully I can get some resources back before the next new character comes I want. I'm definitely not going to be able to put on the next weapon banner. Just because, you know, like we've got Scaramouche coming and that Farazana, whatever her name is. I might even have to skip Scaramouche. I've been thinking about it because basically Christmas is around the corner. And I'm not sure about like buying extra, you know, more characters in a game that I don't need when I need to buy presents for real people, for real stuff. What do you want, Zero Yab? Yeah, okay, and after that you need to be quiet again. You can go back and straight Nadia afterwards. There you go. Lovely.
Again, though.
You want some more? Okay. Okay. Alright, that's enough. Yeah, exactly right, Robbie, and he's gonna come back round again. You know, everyone gets rerun. I can skip a character. I don't have to get every character when they first appear. I have to remind myself of that. Like, I'm not one of those like top YouTube guys who's got money coming from YouTube to buy these characters, and this is my savings that I spend. So I have to be a bit more careful. I have no idea. Yeah, Christmas is coming. Also, I don't know what we're doing for Christmas. I think my missus wants to like go on a little holiday, like a little vacation. So if that's the case, I'm going to need, you know, like a bit more cash in my pocket than normal. It's a shame as well because he looks really good. I was watching some of the leak videos. I don't know if you've seen his gameplay. He can hover and then kind of like flying, but it's not really flying. It looks like it, you know, like how you run in the air. It looks like that, but his legs don't move, obviously. But how the controls look, it looks just like normal movement. But yeah, he looks good. But yeah, I'll have to skip. Maybe. I gotta see, you know, like I said, I gotta see, because if my missus decides we're not gonna go away this year, then I might be able to like get him, because that's my main concern, as well as Christmas, is if we're going away for Christmas or near Christmas and Christmas.
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Oh, there's videos on YouTube. It looks good.
Add Astra.
It's really good. And most of the videos have that other Farazana as well, that girl. I think she's 4-star. Her skills and her design look 4-star to me, but she might be 5-star. She's not as impressive, but that again, that's why I was saying I think she's 4-star. But you know, I think she's going to be support, not anything else. I think she's going to be Zhao support. What we thought Haijo was going to be. That's what I think she's going to be. I need to do the resin burn. Okay. Still haven't decided. I guess ley lines, really. I need more and I need hero wits. Yeah. Let's do some ley lines, condense some resin. Is she? Oh, she doesn't look like it. Like, looking at her, I thought she was... It's funny, because, like, you know, like, Candice and Layla, they look like they're 5-stars to me. And that Farzana, she doesn't. But then again, I think that about Yilan. If you took her jacket off her shoulders and the glowy bangle, she wouldn't really look 5-star. I think she'd look 4-star. But anyway, it's funny because in the, you know, like in the story, in the lore of the game, there are no 4 and 5 stars. It's, you know, in the game it's just the rarity of the character, and then the rarity, if it's higher, if they're 5-star, means that when you play them they do more damage. Because look at the Archon quest when you're in Leeway, and you know, like, everything's going off, they're fighting the big snake monster. And did you see some of the stuff Ning Wong was doing there? Like, she was like sending all these flipping projectiles and shit and rocks flying up and like a god level powers. And when you play her, she's just, you know, like a 4-star level plus. Yeah, he kind of does. He kind of does. The thing with Tignari's design is I find it's a bit... It feels a bit mishmash, like things don't really... Like, especially his footwear, it doesn't suit him, whereas Yilan's shoes here perfectly suit like her leggings, and you know, like, and having this bit exposed, etc. Everything about her clothing like suits, like the, you know, the jacket suits this front piece, and the leggings suit both of those pieces, and the shoes suit it all, and the gloves suit it all, you know, so it all kind of suits. They have this funny thing with Genshin design, you know, where they have like one arm or one leg will be covered and then the other one won't be. It's like they don't want to make symmetrical like looking stuff. It's weird. Alright, resin. Let's go and find... I'm going to do one of these first, then we'll do the Mora ones afterwards. I might do 2 of these. I want to get her to 90. If I can get her to 90 today, that will be...
Take it easy.
Day well spent. 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. My son was up to mischief in the kitchen.
Gotcha.
With all my strength.
25k there. Oh, I've got no Hydra for the blooms. Alright. Can we get one level on her? No way. Still no. 8 of these gets how much? Quite a big chunk. Alright, let's do another one. I might have to use all of the resin on these hero wit ley lines. And I need those mushrooms. Let's go and kill them. Oh, these are slimes. I'll take this anyway. I need them more. See you later, slimes. You know what? I've actually never played any of the God of War games. I've got the one that came out this year. There's the remake for the PC. I've got it that. My paper, I haven't downloaded it yet. I've been intending to play it, as I do, but yeah, I haven't played any of them yet. So I just happen to miss them every time, even from back in the day on like PS2, the early ones that that played more like a sort of side-scrolling. I just didn't have time, or didn't get round to them, or all that kind of stuff. But one of my friends who's really loved the God of War series, so he's always been telling me about them. From back in those days up to nowadays, he loves the God of War series. Let's see. Are you kidding me? We still can't level you up. And 84 of these gets how much? Oh, it's more that's the issue now. Fuck, let's go do this. Get up there, come on. Oh, is it? Yeah, well, same for me. I think if you're PC, been on PC, we haven't really had opportunity to get to play them, and I haven't had a PlayStation since. God, my own PlayStation I haven't had since PS1. I bought a PlayStation. Well, I used to date this chick who had a kid for her daughter, like back in the day. So a PlayStation 2. So like I used to play on it, but it wasn't mine strictly, even though I paid for it. But yeah, so I haven't had a PlayStation for a long, long time. I just went with Xbox after Dreamcast. Dreamcast was probably my favourite console, and then the OG Xbox. I've still got my OG Xbox upstairs. And then I gave my 360 to my nephew, because at that point I just started not really playing console games anymore. I had the 360 Elite, gave that to my nephew as a present, and then we've got an Xbox One S now, but that was a gift from a friend of mine. He just like gave it to me because he upgraded to the new Xbox, so we just use it as a streaming device. That's what my kids watching TV on now. Or streaming TV on now, I should say. That's good. So yeah, I just missed that. Just timing was off. Like didn't have enough time to sort of have all the consoles and stuff. And then as I got older and older, I just didn't want consoles. I just didn't want them because PC catered for everything I needed it to do. And back in those days, like MMOs weren't on consoles, so. And I was mainly an MMO player, so it didn't really bother me not having a console. That's why I like the Dreamcast, Phantasy Star Online. That was like the first MMO I ever played on a console. And it was pretty good. On the old dial-up internet. It's so funny, dial-up internet. I think so. I don't think there's enough time for you. Because like one of my other friends, he's got He's got the Xbox, the one that gave me this Xbox. He's got the new Xbox. I think he's got PS5. He must have PS5 by now. Because he has got, like, he had PS4 Pro, he had that, he had the other old Xboxes, Series X. Not Series X, the One X. He got the One X, gave me his One S. Now he's got the... Then he got the Series S, because he couldn't get the Series X. But by now, I bet he's got the Series X and PS5, because we haven't talked to him for a little while about games and stuff. And then he's got a PC that... It's got decent graphics card in, like a 1080 Ti, and he's got Nintendo Switch. He's got all these different stuff, and I'm just like, how many of them do you actually finish any games on? Like, I have a hard enough time with just have my PC, like one device. I've got a retro handheld as well for playing retro games like Street Fighter and stuff on those Ambonic Chinese retro consoles from AliExpress. Is pretty good actually. I think it runs off SD card, but that's about it. I have two like gaming devices. One I hardly use, like that retro handheld, just for like when I want to feel nostalgic and play something from the 90s or 80s, which I can play on my PC if I choose to, but it just feels like such a waste playing those old games that don't require a lot of power on a powerful machine. Well, it's old now, but a fairly powerful computer. Yeah, that's what I was saying, and it was funny back when we got our graphics cards, because I got my two 1070s, and then I built his PC for him, and it was the first time he ever went and got top of the range graphics card, and I was telling him don't. I was telling him get the 1070 Ti, right? Save some money. You don't need the best of the best. And he was like, no, I want the best of the best. So he went out and he got the graphics card, got it on like credit as well, you know, like rather than paying for it all up front. And then after, I don't know, about 6 months, I think, I was talking to him and I said to him, so by this time he's paid off the graphics card, and I said to him, how many PC games have you finished, have you clocked on your PC? He said none. I said, so you could have just saved yourself a few £100 and got a 1070 Ti, and it would, to you, it would have been look the same, you know, in most of the games. But anyway, like you said, most people have all the stuff, they don't use them like efficiently, and you know, it is what it is. Some people just like having the things, you know, like having, you know, like in Genshin, I want to have all the characters. It's like some people like having all the devices, and they can come home and they can look at all their devices and be like, oh, I've got all this stuff. It's how I'm in Genshin. I want all the characters, right? So different strokes for different folks.
Happy to oblige. Quietly now.
I used to have another mate who was like that, but then he's just like pretty normal. Like, once he got to sort of this generation of consoles, actually last generation of consoles, he stopped buying both Xbox and PlayStation. He just stuck with PlayStation, and then he bought a PlayStation 5, like when they came out. Where is it? He bought a PlayStation 5 when they came out, and he shortly after moved house into a smaller place, so he had to put a lot of his stuff in storage. And his PS5 has been in storage for maybe a year. But he's got his PS4 and he plays on that, where he's living now. And I was like, dude, what's the point? Right? What's the point in getting all these things? Yeah, like I said, right, we're all different, innit? We all like different things. So, I shouldn't have done the money play line. What an idiot. I need this now. Let me go and see Tubby quickly, because I might be able to get the transient resin. I don't know if I can afford it. Oh, I've got to do paramedic. Let's do that first. Forgot to do it on Monday. Paramedic transformer. Alright, now we're trying to see Tubby. Oh, I always go to the wrong bag. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
This realm is
Trust Frank. Alright, we can afford it. Let's get that transient. 50 primos. Realm Depot, we want this. And we want as many of these as possible. 2. And we've got enough of this? Yes. Great. So let's go.
if you ever have it.
Use this. And then, oh, put the teapot down. It should take us back to where that bosom was. The ley line loot. There we go. And now we condense the other bit of resin and we're going to do one more ley line. Hopefully we can get her to level 90. It would be nice. Yeah, I'm gonna do a bit more work on that. Account. The NA account later today. Later in the afternoon. I'm almost finished, okay? Almost. Just keep being a good boy. Thank you.
You know, like in your video Genshin Impact.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that you're not talking now.
Well, I am talking, but you're talking, so I need you to stop talking. Okay. Thank you.
You need to understand.
Not yet. I'll tell you when, so be quiet, please.
Busted.
Allow me. I see everything.
Gotcha.
Oh, is he Dendro? Who's gonna fire some Dendro stuff at me? Condense. I really hope that's enough books to get her up. Oh, it is. Very good. Oh, very nice. In fact, I might save that many. Use these. Great. Sweet, so we got something done today. Alright, Robbie, I'm gonna have to end the stream now. I can only really do 1 hour streams when I've got him here with me. Then I don't think, yeah, basically he can't sit. For, I mean, for a 3-year-old, it's pretty good. Like for about an hour, he can sit there and be quiet. And he does if I ask him to, so he's very good. But I can't really ask him to sit for another hour, unfortunately. This is my new system. If I have him, I'll do a 1 hour stream. If I don't have him, it'll be my normal 2-ish hours stream. And obviously, if it's a day where I don't have him at all, like Friday or Saturday, then it'll be a 5-hour stream, hopefully, or 6 hour. But anyway, dude, thank you very much for joining. I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully, if he's feeling better tomorrow, he should be. That's why I'm keeping him home preemptively. I'll be back tomorrow at 9 AM, a bit earlier than today, and do a 2-hour stream. Thank you very much for joining. Adios, mate. Have a nice night. Say bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.